I'll trace that side out on this board over here on my table. Once I get it, and this is the hard part, it'll be over soon. Yeah, I've been tinting for 17 years. You know, when I first started, I might get a little nervous, but it's just every day now, man.
What's the biggest challenge of window tinting?
Probably a back window. It's flat, then it's immediate curve at the end. That just makes a big finger in the tint, they call it. You got to keep that out, but there's a process of doing back windows. Then there's, like I was saying, there's no black border. See, like newer cars will have like a 1/4 inch black border around the edge. You get it close and you put it back there and tint it. These, as you can see, there's nothing. It's got to be a perfect cut. So I have to get my knife and cut perfectly around the edge so there's no light gaps. Pretty close now. Way better than that big piece of tint I had I was working with. Get something more workable now, we can go and trace this out. We'll try it on the inside. There's 1,000 different ways to tint a window too. I've trained people to tint before in dealerships. No joke. They came in with zero knowledge, and say about a year later, I would learn something from them.
Any advice you give to people who want to get into tinting?
Patience. Lots and lots of patience. And just don't give up. I mean, if it was easy, everybody would do it. This is probably the biggest challenge, man, getting it clean. If I can get it in 3 attempts, I'll be happy. I'll change my pattern a little bit each time. We use Lumar window films too. To me, they're some of the best. West Coast Custom uses them and all, you know, so.
Ben is here tinting our Corvair for the customer that we sold the car to, wants windows tinted, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Got another car coming in today. It's a 65 Ford Galaxy 390 4-speed car that's got a couple issues we're going to take care of. And the gentleman that owns the 57 Chevy, one of his brothers owns a body shop on the East Coast. His other brother has a 69 Cougar that's been sitting in that shop for years, and the guy's just not getting to it. We put the firewall in basically the day we got the car here, and his brother was just absolutely astonished that we got on it that quick and got it done that quick. He's shipping the Cougar here so we can do his Cougar. So it's, you know, we kind of threw a fresh pork chop to a bunch of pit bulls, and all of a sudden we got a ton of work, which I knew would happen as soon as we got up here. The quality of the work, the turnaround time, the guys I had working for me. We could just tint all the rearview mirrors and it would seem like the windows are tinted, right?
You could do that. Purpose of window tint, it keeps UV rays out, blocks 99% of UV rays, harmful UV rays from the sun. It keeps the heat out of vehicles. Have a wreck or whatever, the glass breaks, it helps hold the glass all together. There's tons of benefits to window film.
It looks cool.
Just besides looking cool, yeah. People get it for looks, which is definitely the main thing.
Do chicks dig it?
If chicks dig it. This allows a tint to hover over the glass, that little small film of soap I put on.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of static. And shortly we're going to heat shrink this, and heat shrinking, basically what it does is you see how there's a curve to this glass. Heat shrinking will form it to the glass, so we don't have to do it on the inside. Yep. All the way over. There she is. See all that where it's sitting up? That's what we're doing now. Shortly we're going to heat shrink, and it's going to take all those finger looking bubble things out. I'm getting a rough cut right now to the outside of the window. Then we're going to heat shrink, then we'll get a final cut. But sometimes this pattern will move around as you heat shrink. chart. Where's the, Now see, if we didn't do this on the outside, it would be like this on the inside, and there's no way you can deal with it on the inside. You were asking me earlier what the hardest part of learning the tint was. Probably this and getting the glass clean, because if that glass isn't 100% clean, we're going to have to start over. It's got such an aggressive adhesive, you can't really pull it back. I mean, you can sometimes, but once you pull that back, you just get more stuff in it. So it's just, you just kind of got to start over. Now, of course, this will go on the inside when we're done, but that'll be the fun part. If I was to have to do all this on the inside, I'd take a chance of burning a seat, or burning a headliner, or burning or plastic. It's just so much easier to do it out here.
Ethan, any advice to wannabe tinters out there?
Pretty much like Ben said, you know, just stick with it. I've literally been watching him for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. You know, eventually I'll start helping him tint and actually tinting, but you know, it takes a while to get there. So just be patient and stick with it.
It's Eclipse Window Tinting TN. Find us on social media, Eclipse Window Tinting TN, on Instagram, Facebook, and also EclipseWindowTintingTN.com.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. All right.